legacy. Wednesday night tuned in to this legacy. Mark and Will locked in on this legacy. Mel and PRP's in on this legacy. Let's go. What you know about this legacy? Wednesday night tuned in to this legacy. Mark and Will locked in on this legacy. Get your popcorn, I know you need this medicine. Let's go.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another great episode of Legacy, where this show is strictly about PRP and male high school sports all the way around. And of course, you got your favorite two hosts of the most, Mark and Will. What's up, my brother?
What's going on with you, man? Shoot, it's another good one, man. Good lineups, man. Big time. Legacy is the show to get you all pumped up, and also tomorrow we got a new show that we're gonna be dropping. But let's go and talk about this one today. We have Mr. Dom Vrbancic on here, male high class of 22, wide receiver, star receiver. I ain't gonna say
right
because I've been seeing some catches this guy been making. How you doing, Dom?
I'm doing great. How about y'all?
Doing fine, man. Doing fine. Big time, man. Basically, man, like I said, man, we want people to get to know Dom. Everybody know some of the players is on the team. This team that you own a part of, man, is loaded with talent.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mark and I was like, man, let's bring them on here. Let's
Yes,
see what's going on. So, that's what we've been doing. So, now we got Mr. Dom. Big time. Mr. Dom, let me ask you this. How old were you when you first started playing sports?
Man, whenever I first started playing sports, as long as I can remember, picking up the football and basketball around my house, mini hoop, throwing the ball with my dad throughout the house, as long as I can remember.
So
yeah.
Did you play Little League or anything like that?
Yeah, I played Little League. I started off playing at St. Patrick's and then moved on to Eastern Warriors, and that's where I played Little League 5-6 years.
Oh, okay. What position did they have you in at? Because sometimes the bigger kids, they move from different. What position did you start out playing?
I started out playing defensive end. Yeah. I know, it's crazy.
Right. You didn't play no offense at all?
I played running back a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, so at least you stuck with that a little bit, though.
Right.
So you said you was there for 6 years, right?
Yes, sir.
6 years. When you was doing that, did you play football and basketball?
Yeah, I was playing basketball a little bit, but, I never, really tried to go out my way, go play AAU or nothing. Just always played on my school. Because, I was just always decent enough to be on the team. Nothing, too crazy. So, just another sport to pick up.
Yeah. Right. All right, so let's touch middle school. What middle school did you go, and did you play football for your middle school?
I went to Barrett, and I didn't start playing football there I only played my 8th grade year there. Mm-hmm. So I was still playing East End Warriors till 7th grade.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
So what made you stop that and going in because you were trying to, what made you play 8th grade with Barrett?
8th grade at Barrett, I just wanted, because I knew that high school coaches would be at the games, and a lot of the competition would be heading into high school around the areas around here. So I just wanted to, just see what the competition was like around the middle school area, and all my friends were playing too. So just thought it was fun.
So when you was at Barrett, what position?
I started playing. Well, I started playing receiver 7th grade at East End, and then 8th grade, that's when I strictly just stuck to receiver at Barrett.
So how was that transition, being that, you said was that your first year playing receiver in 7th grade?
Yeah, I sort of played a little bit, but nothing too heavy. Mm-hmm. But 8th grade, yeah, that's when I really started my 8th grade year at receiver. Started basically the beginning.
So coming on fresh, you had to learn routes and stuff like how was that transition? How did that go down, man?
Yeah, well, I'm at the beginning, I wasn't really the best route runner, but I always knew I could catch the football. So I guess I just started working on routes, Lucas Cobbler was the quarterback for
Okay.
Barrett, and he lives right down the street. We would go and throw
Okay.
all the time. So yeah.
Wow. That's good. That's good stuff right there. Who was besides Lucas? Who was some other teammates that you was with?
Selah, he was there. Daniel Sweeney, he was there. I'm trying to think who else. A couple of the O linemen were there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, pretty decent amount of people from male on the team now.
So when you was at Bird, did you start playing basketball?
Yeah, I was on the team 6th through 8th grade. Our team was stacked. We won state 3 years in a row.
Oh wow!
Yeah, we were crazy.
Oh wow! Who was the coach?
Danny Elan, Jack Elan's dad.
Man, I don't even want to talk about Danny. He stiffed on me coming on the show. I don't want to talk about him real quick, man. Now I know Danny. Danny went to Mail when I went to Mail. Yeah,
Yeah.
good guy, real good guy, great player,
Oh yeah.
that kind of stuff. So y'all was definitely stacked then.
Yeah.
3 straight times. Ooh wee. So
Mm-hmm.
what made the decision to go to Mail? Why not Butler?
Mm-hmm.
Well, originally, my whole life, believe it or not, I wanted to go to Trinity.
Mm-hmm.
I know. So then I was like, well, Mail, I can only get in there from Barrett, and it's basically impossible to get in from any other school.
Right.
So I was like, we'll go to Mail 1 year, see how it is. And if I don't like it, I'll transfer out. But I loved it there, man, my freshman year, and I just stuck with it.
That's cool stuff right there, big time. So as you at Mail, uh, how was freshman year being a dual sport player?
Freshman year basketball, quite frankly, freshman year basketball, I played way more than I did football. Football, I barely touched the field my freshman year on the freshman team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty rough for me, but I just stuck out with it.
Wow. So basketball, you playing, you doing your thing in basketball. In football, you said you barely play. So how was that after football season? How was that train? Well, you went right to basketball, right? So
Right, yeah.
basketball, how was that to get ready after basketball ended? What did you do to prepare, saying like, hey, I need to start playing or do something
Right.
with the football?
Well, what helped me was I grew about 8, 9 inches.
Ooh,
Yeah, I was 5'1", 5'2" freshman year, so that helped me a lot with my physical ability,
right,
and yeah, and they're just putting in the work, really.
right. Well, you can't go wrong when you grow
get
8 inches,
taller.
and the coaches see you and like, well, hold on, man, hey, come here, kid. Let me holler at you for a minute.
Right.
That's funny stuff right there. So sophomore year, how was that? You done grew and everything else, right? So how was
Yeah, sophomore, still played JV a little bit. I've always been behind somebody. Somebody's always been in front of me. You know, I'm male,
mm,
deep. Always go deep at receivers. So we've always been deep there. So I was still struggling to get on the field at JV, but still just stuck with it.
wow, man, that's good stuff. Now basketball sophomore year, you already been touching
Basketball
the
sophomore
How was
year. Yeah, basketball sophomore year. Still got on the court. Played a little bit JV, and towards the end of the year, I just varsity. Whenever we won the regional, would have went to state, but
yeah,
COVID
right.
ended up happening.
That team was loaded. That was
Yep.
built for state. That right there. Woo! How was that, man? Explain to that because because we talked to Coach Tim about it, but being a player that was actually a part of that team, man, explain how was that, man? Especially when you guys was like built for that, ready to win that.
Yeah, that team with Howard, Tyron, all them. Being in the gym with them, just seeing what they could do every day, just the energy they brought, it was crazy. Definitely left left a legacy there, and we had to continue that legacy for sure.
Right, right. Woo! That's amazing right there. So as that went down, um, COVID year football stuff like that. Um, Junior year is right there for you. COVID. How did you do junior year?
Junior year football I started getting in the mix a little bit. We started running some more spread offense. I got thrown in the mix a little bit. Made a couple plays later on in the playoffs my junior year, beginning of the season, a little bit here and there, but I'd say more towards the end of my junior year. Started getting a little bit more playing time, making some plays on special teams. So yeah.
Dom, how I just want to cover like basically for a kid that barely got on the field, then a little bit stuff like what kept you going, man? Because a lot of kids would be like, man, I'm done with this. And I'm a former male player, and I know how always stacked male is. What kept you going, man?
Honestly, I would always have talks with my dad after practices and stuff. Whenever he picked me up, he always kept telling me what he's seen me play since I was a little kid. He knew what I could do, catching football. We would always throw. He'd always say I had some great hands. So I just thought I'd keep sticking with it. And I love football, of course. So the love for the game also helped me keep pushing. And also, I was always looking forward to my senior year, just having that 1 year have the go around. So yeah.
Wow. So you was betting heavily on yourself, huh? Yeah,
That's right, yes, sir.
heard that. That's great stuff right there. Junior basketball.
Junior year basketball, well, that was rough. That was rough. So I ended up at the beginning of the season, I got in a car accident,
Oh,
and so yeah, I ended up with a concussion. Had to get 6 staples in my head,
ooh,
and then about a week and a half later, after my wreck, I had COVID,
right.
and then so I was basically out the whole year. I dressed one game, and it was the one game when we lost to Manual in the regional championship.
Wow. Wow. So that's almost
Yeah,
lost year, basically.
yeah.
Okay. Wow. So at Banks, and I know, like you said, basketball and everything. So did you play in any on 7-on-7s and anything like that?
I never played. No, I've never played for 7-on-7 team or anything. Really, for me in the summer for football, I would always just go up to a little park up here with Lucas Cobbler, a couple other receivers, Matthew Haynes. They all live around here. We would go and throw mostly every day in the summer. Just get timing down, just work on ourselves. So yeah,
Man. So what we said, man, you're an athlete, dude. I
Absolutely.
mean, because a lot of people, that is what you're doing is the traditional way. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Just work on your self, home around with other players, stuff like that. That's impressive. So
appreciate that.
yeah, that's big time, man. You got that self motivation type stuff to get better, and a lot of people can't do that, and that's definitely impressive. So heading to your senior year, man. Mel won your freshman year, lost back to back to the school that you wanted to go to.
All right,
Senior, you have definitely goes, man. So how was that? And actually playing Trinity.
all right.
That
So senior year in the summer, like we always knew our class was going to be special. Class of 22, we knew we always had some dogs, and so we started putting in work in the summer. Me, Nick, Vinny, Max. We started throwing just to get our timing down in the summer. Work on the throws, all the little stuff that's helping us pay off now.
right. That's so as we get into the season, man. You guys has really been rocking and rolling. The first close game, of course, was Saint X,
Yeah.
who you
Right.
guys play this Saturday, man. How was that game in your eyes?
First game, well, we were rolling in the first half. You know that we were up big first half, 28-7, and we got a little bit too comfortable there. So we let our foot off the gas, and we saw what could happen. Like we just gave up, and they're a great team, and we should have respected them more. And we came away with a close one, but we're ready for this Saturday.
Well, I was there taking video and pictures, and as
All
the
right.
game ends, I'm walking past Saint X, and I hear a coach said, basically, um, verbatim, he's like, "Don't worry about it, guys. We're gonna improve. We gonna get better, but Mel's not." How do you feel about your guys' improvement from that game?
Yeah, I feel like everybody just expected us to like cruise along, not put in the work because everybody's expected us to be at where we are now, and we just had to prove to ourselves that we can still work hard no matter who's on our team, no matter what we are, what our expectations are. Still got to put in the work, become better each and every day at practice, every week, every game. Can't let our foot off the gas. Just keep going.
Right, right. So, as somebody who's a part of an offense that is a lethal offense, with Daniel, Vinny, Max, yourself, some of the other receivers and tight ends have emerged. How do you get yourself ready? Because there's a lot of, I just named a lot of people. So
Right.
sometimes people take plays off. Like, how do you prepare yourself to be like, hey, I got to be ready no matter what, man?
Well, it all starts with Nick, like, because Coach Wolf, it's not just look and throw to one receiver. He's going through the progression. So no matter what play is called, you always got to be running your route, whether it's handoff, RPO, blocking downfield, whatever, because you never know when the ball's coming, especially in our offense. So, yeah.
Which is great because that does keep you on your toes. You can't be like slacking and all this. And I know
Right.
Coach Wolf and him is going to definitely get on you if you are slack.
Right.
Also, another thing that I have noticed. You guys are great down the field blockers, man. Do y'all take pride in that or what?
Oh, yeah. We take pride in blocking. As Coach Jones would always say, you got to block to get the clock. So, yeah.
Coach
Big
Jones,
statement. Yeah,
guys.
we take pride in that. We work on blocking every day in practice. It's just the little stuff. Like other schools, they might not take as much pride in blocking, but that makes the big plays downfield for Daniel in the long runs, short catches to other receivers, just blocking downfield. That creates the big explosive plays for us that can help us win games.
Right, right. Let me ask you this: what is the so far? What is who is you can just say team as far as what defense was the hardest for you to go against? And this is not
Hardest
just senior.
defense.
This is not just senior. This is as you've been in Male, your career at Male.
Ooh, hardest defense we've played that I can remember. Honestly, might have been this team St. X this year. St. X. They were tough. They did not take plays off. They were coming for you. They were surrounding the ball. They were swarming. No matter what, they were coming. So yeah, they hit hard no matter what. They were talking their smack too. So yeah.
Good, that's good. And plus, I think being on the road and being in that environment because that game was so packed.
Oh yeah.
I had a park near Manual Stadium to get there. That's how.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's
Exactly.
crazy. Yeah, we were
Uh,
we were late to the game. If I don't know if y'all remember, but we showed up like 30 minutes, 45 minutes before the game.
uh,
We couldn't move on the buses.
wow. Well, at least y'all beat me because I didn't get that to like second quarter. And the scores, I'm like, oh my God, this is so packed.
Uh,
So what does it? How does it feel that your last game in that purple and gold is playing for that ship?
it feels great. All the hard work we've put in, especially our senior class, 4 straight championships, 4 straight state championships. It means everything, but job's not finished yet, so we got to go out and get the job done, and we'll be satisfied when that happens. But until then, gotta keep working.
Stay there. So, how about recruiting, man? First of all, let me back up because you're doing sport. What do you want to play, man? You want to play basketball, or football in college?
I want to play football 100%.
Okay, okay.
So yeah,
So,
but recruiting for me,
how's recruiting going, Don?
it's picked up a lot here recently. Like it's been I haven't first college coach I talked to was this year. So yeah, and I hold offer to Hanover and Campbellsville right now, and I'm talking to Dayton, interest from Butler, Murray State.
Good stuff.
So a few D1 schools right now
That's
on
good.
my radar.
That's good. You know what, man, and I'm proud of you because Like I said, as far as Mel being stacked with talent, man, it has been like that. And a lot of kids only have 1 year to showcase your talent. And
Right.
we all know how important the junior year is. But also, if you don't have it, you can still have your dreams answered your senior year. And man, you have made some catches. What look right now, man? And I know it's huddles out there, but what can you call right now? What are your two best catches, man? What games were they, man? I have to go two
Uh,
because you done made so many.
Two most I can remember. I don't know if you're at the Highland scrimmage. Were
Mm,
you at that game?
yep.
I had a catch in the corner of the end zone over a dude. That was probably my favorite this year. And then another one I'd say was probably that St. X diving catch I had on that led to that first score to Max on that slant. I feel like that just got the momentum going for us and got us rolling.
Now, what about that catch you made Friday? Yeah.
Yeah. Man,
Hey.
I'm so mad I didn't score on that. But yeah,
Oh,
on that catch, yeah.
yeah, man. You have some hands, big time. It's a joy watching you, for real, for real. Uh,
Appreciate it.
so, so as we get down, like you said, the colleges is calling and everything like this, and showing you love and recruiting you. Um, you gonna play basketball this year?
Yeah, I'm playing basketball.
Okay,
I'll be back. I'll be on the court next week after I practice on Monday.
okay. What position
Be
do you
ready.
play there?
I'm two or three.
Okay,
Shooting guard, small forward. I can 1 through 3, but more of a 2 or 3.
okay.
Can you shoot?
Yeah, it's about shoot and play defense. Hayward's all about the
I was gonna say,
defense.
I know you probably got some. I know you got some D. I
Yeah,
can't see a receiver not having no some defense. Now I know you got some defense, big time. And I know Coach Tim is if not watching, he will be. That's our guy, big time. He's that's hey, for real. That's good. Tell him to give you after this 1 week to give you a little rest, man. I mean, goodness gracious, Coach Tim.
man, we got a state championship to win in basketball too.
Okay. I like that.
Hard work.
I got you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Big time. Let me ask you this. What does the male bulldog brotherhood mean to you?
Well, coming into the program my freshman year, I didn't really know what to expect. Like I said, and I've made some of my best friends on the team here and on the football and basketball team, and it's really important to me just going out on the field, just going to battle for my guys. They'll do whatever they got to do for me, and I'll do whatever I got to do for them. I know they got my back, and I got theirs. So yeah.
All right. So, what advice would you give to an incoming freshman? Not doesn't get that many minutes. Want to play receiver? Maybe not the biggest guy. Maybe not the strongest. Not the fastest. What kind of advice would you give them?
Advice I would give is never give up. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. You never know when your number's going to be called. You just always got to be ready. You got to stay focused all the time. Just stick with it. Even whenever things aren't going your way, you just if you love the game that much, you'll do whatever you can to get on that field for it.
Right. That's huge. So this senior year it was a big year for a class of 22. Um, you got some young pups behind you, man, who
Right.
look up to you guys. Did you have to have conversations with them? Basically like, hey, hang in there type stuff because I have some guys is like, hey, I'm out of here, I'm whatever. How was that being a leader, one of the leaders, man?
Well, we honestly didn't have to say anything to them. They came in. They're younger guys. They knew what they had to do. They knew what male football is about. They knew what they had to do to get the job done, and they filled the shoes so far. So we'll see what they can do next year for sure.
Right. You guys are trying to cement a legacy.
That's
You
right.
guys are the first class to actually be there at Mayo. Some of you guys played. Some of you guys dressed out. 4 straight championship games. That is remarkable. That's unheard of, man. Now, other schools have done like Trinity. They definitely
Right.
have done it. They did it when I was there. You know what I'm saying? But how does that feel? And I know that the job's not finished, but man, that's something, man. That's remarkable.
Yeah, it definitely feels good, you know. But like I said, job's not finished, and I
Right,
don't know. We just got to keep on pushing. Like
right,
it's happy to be there, but it's another thing to lose. It doesn't feel good,
right, sir.
and
Great answer.
so yeah.
Great answer. Um, Let me give you this. We always give. Uh, well, you know what? I want to do that one question, even though his is gonna be senior, but it makes no difference.
It don't make a difference. When did you find out that you was really good, that you was that dog on that field?
Man, that's a hard question. Uh, when I found out, I had to say the first game that I knew that I could go make a play was that Highlands game. That really set the tone for me. Whenever I caught that fade in the back corner, that's when I was like, okay, you can do this. You're up here with Vinny, Max, and all them other dudes following in their footsteps.
Right,
I can go make plays too. I
right.
can go get the ball.
Well, I had a scout report on you beforehand. My nephew, your teammate Robert, he said, "Hey man, hey Dom he got some hands, man. He can catch. He's real good like that." Because everybody, when you think of Mel, you thinking of Vinny. You know what I'm saying? Which is rightfully so. Uh,
Right.
Nephew, he rocks and roll big time. Max and that. But going into the year, Robert said, "Hey, keep your eye on Dom, man. He catches everything." So, and your tape don't lie. And your tape shows that you catches everything. So, believe me, Dom, from Mark and Will, we understand you're going to get more calls, more coaches once the season is over with, man, and you deserve everything. But before we get you out of here, we always give people a chance to thank anybody, everybody, whoever they need to give thanks to and praise to, man. So the floor is yours.
Well, first of all, I want to, if I had to say anything, I want to thank my parents and my brother. They've guided me all the money they spent, all the time, all the rides they gave me, everything they've done for me to be in this position. I just can't thank them enough. And every coach, Coach Wolf, Coach Jones, Coach Jackson, all the offensive coaches, even the DB coaches who are helping me teach
Right.
me DB moves, how to read DB. Every coach
That's impressive.
in basketball, every coach along the way. So yeah,
Hey man, we want to thank you for joining us,
Yes.
man.
Good
See
luck.
you out there. Hey, see you out there Saturday. Bring it home, man. Bring it home.
got you. Thank y'all for having me.
Hey,
No
no problem,
problem.
man. Talk to you
It was an
later.
honor.
Be good. Nice humble
Yes,
young man.
sir. Yes, sir. Great, great, great.
Nice
That's what we
humble
talking
young
about.
man.
Man, that dude, I should have had him do his hands for everybody to see it.
See how big his head is.
Yeah, man. He's
Nice
good.
humble young man.
He's good, big time, man. So that was good. And to work his way up to it.
Yes.
Nothing's given,
Yeah.
man.
Ain't
Nothing's
nothing
given.
given. You gotta
Nothing's
work.
given.
You
You
gotta
gotta
work for
work,
everything.
man. You gotta
for
work. So
everything.
that's definitely impressive. And I like how he said, "Hey, this is not done. This
Not
is
done.
like hey, this is good. I understand, but we're not done with that, man. So that's impressive work, big time.
Absolutely.
We got one more guest who's about to join us.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you guys stay, subscribe, like, hit that like button. Everybody's watching, hit that like button, please.
Please.
Without a doubt. We want to thank Don from on here and taking his time after he's getting ready for this state championship. Like we said, tomorrow we have another show that with Cardinal Journal. Sly and Bump will be on here, so we're gonna cover everything U of L sports. Take a look back at everything like that.
Yeah.
So.
And plus, want to give a shout out to everybody because me and brother is at 399
Let's keep
subscribers.
going. Keep going.
Let's keep it going.
We should already have 1,000.
Keep it going.
But we want to thank you guys. Keep going.
Subscribe.
Big time. We appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
Tell a friend.
Everybody. Beautiful.
So yeah, man. Like I said, we're waiting on one more guest we're gonna bring in here.
Yeah. What's the breakdown of Louisville game? What's the score real quick before he come on? I had it.
Okay.
They didn't want a commercial break.
Yeah.
Raw and uncut, people.
I don't know, my stuff's frozen. Maybe they just want us to.
It's 39-37. Louisville's down by 2.
Yeah.
And y'all get more of that tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A lot more of that.
I'm biting my tongue.
Oh yeah, real quick. You have Thursday night football tomorrow, right?
Saved by the bell.
Saved by the bell.
Saved by the bell. Saved by the bell. Good job, Shizz. Hold on, let's get everything together. Good job, Shizz. I like it. I'm ready to call in just in time.
Just in time.
Yes. Let's get you together here. Wait a minute.
They can't see you. Go.
39-37.
Go.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing, Shizz?
Doing good. How y'all doing, man?
We're doing fine.
Good.
We are joined by Jayshawne, Monroe, male high, class of 22, defensive lineman.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, man, glad you came on the show, man.
Yeah, Thursday night football tomorrow, right?
What'd you say? I couldn't hear you. All right, what'd you say?
I said, no, man. I just told him who you were, class of 22, defensive lineman. We're glad you joined us on the show tonight.
Yes, sir. Best class in the nation.
Oh, we got the juice.
Okay.
We got the juice tonight, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Dom was on her. Dom did his thing, told her.
Yeah, I just got done watching it. The show was on TV. I just got done watching it.
Yeah. So you already know how we gonna jump in this, man. Tell us about when you start playing football, man. Or sports, period.
Okay, so 2009 was my first year playing football. I was 5 years old. Didn't know a thing about it. First day of practice, as a little kid, you usually do. First day of practice, playing in the grass, thinking about cartoons.
Right.
And then one day, I don't know what it was, but rest in peace to Coach Terrence, my head coach. He put me in the hitting drill. And then one day it just clicked just like that. And then ever since then, I've been turned. I've been in the way that I am. Before that, I had no clue what I was doing. No clue.
So let me ask you this. Is that all you played was football? Did you play any other sports in Little League?
In Little League, youth league football, and then in elementary through 8th grade, I played basketball, but I stopped playing that after freshman year. But yeah, I played basketball a little bit too.
What position was you knocking them down with? Shizz? What position?
I hope y'all think I can shoot.
Was you getting the rebounds?
I was playing the 3 and the 4. Like playing down low, using my body because back then everybody else went my size, and then everybody shot up. So
He's bully down there.
Yeah,
bully ball.
Bully ball. Hey. RJ, matter of fact, when my 8th grade year, I played against RJ on the football team.
Yeah.
Gave him 20 easy.
Oh, you gave against TMS?
Yeah, yeah. No, it wasn't. No, we didn't play TMS. It was like an AAU league.
Oh, okay. Oh, you did it on the AAU type on him, man.
Yeah.
He said easy.
Easy.
He was
tall.
That's a nice old locker room talk right there, big time. I like that though. So you got to be nimble, big time playing basketball, and even though using your body and stuff like that. So when you start playing football, Little League, was you on the line? What position did you play?
So my first year, I think I did meet the weight requirement. So my first 2 years, I played fullback and linebacker.
Mm.
And then after that, in Little League, if you don't make the weight requirements, they put that X on the
Big
back
old
of your helmet.
X.
Yeah, you gotta get on the line. So my third year Mighty Mike through my last year playing Little League, my first year junior year, I played D line, O line. I played center. My little brother J2, he was my quarterback. That was my
Ah,
quarterback in Little League. So yeah, I played center. We had that connection, that duo connection.
y'all was keeping
Uh,
it in the family, wasn't
mhm.
you?
Same middle school, same Little League, high school, everything.
Right.
Uh, yeah, so I played center, D line, a little bit of linebacker when I traveled to Tennessee to play, teams down there.
Right.
And then my seventh grade year, I moved on to Johnson football.
Okay.
So at Johnson, I played D line, O line, a little bit of linebacker, and then my eighth grade year, I don't know, like I hit a huge growth spurt. I
Okay.
grew like 3-4 inches, and then gained like 10 pounds, but it was straight muscle.
Right.
So I ended up eighth grade year. I ended up playing wide receiver, running back, fullback, uh,
Jesus.
linebacker. I played a little bit. I had to play a little bit of safety. I had to play all of it. And then freshman year I picked up some weight and then started back down on the D line. But that was something I was already used to, so it
Okay.
wasn't hard.
I remember, man, because you guys played, I think, TMS at Butler, right?
Yeah,
Eighth grade,
yeah, that was,
eighth grade year.
yes, sir.
Yeah. Because who was your quarterback? Chad, your quarterback?
Yes, sir. Chad Carroll.
Yeah. Y'all had a nice team, man. Big time.
Yeah, we
Y'all
did.
was like that.
Majority of our D line, majority of our front seven and D line came from Johnson. So everybody on the front seven besides Eli played for Johnson.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
No, we been knowing each other, knowing all the air, man. That's great stuff right there.
Yes,
Dang.
sir. So we got that connection.
Right. So let me ask you this. I know some of the Johnson coaches that you had, Mr. Bryson Johnson. What made you choose Mel over Butler?
So what made me choose Mel over Butler is I went in eighth grade, Coach Bryson, like he let me it wasn't like too big, but he let me get like a small tour of Butler, and he introduced me to the coaching staff. Since we was over at practicing anyways, and then
Right.
he was telling me next year if you come here, this is you, this is all you. And I was like, okay, like I'll like what I heard.
Right.
And then when I went to Male, it was like a whole different environment. Like you can just tell the precedent set at Male was way better than anywhere else you can go in the state.
Right.
Like as soon as I went in there, all I see at practice, seniors leading, seniors on the young guys, but they on their tail.
Right.
Coaching staff, they all locked in, all like everything was just different. Everything was better about Mel. So that's what made my final decision. I knew if I went to Butler, I would have been a starter since freshman year. But at Mel, I wanted to, get under older guys' wing, them
Right.
teach me the game and then learn the game and then take over myself.
Wow. Yeah, big time. Yeah, I'm sorry, Butler. I'm glad Shizz got that little. Thank you, Bryson. Thank you, Cuz. Thank you for giving that little tour.
They tried to give it to me. They offered everything I wanted. They was telling me everything I wanted to hear, but it was just my goal.
So, Shizz, how was your freshman year at Male?
Freshman year was great, fantastic. So freshman year, we played freshman games, so dominated throughout the whole freshman football season. Then I was playing JV at the same time as playing freshman. Started JV, and then after freshman and JV season, varsity came in the playoffs. Got to dress varsity. Got to play in the state championship game, which is crazy as a freshman.
Wow.
I got to play in the state championship game, and went against a big 6'8" dude. He's going to Virginia Tech right now. But yeah, I got to play in the state game and got me a ring and everything my freshman year just went great.
So after experiencing that, how was what I need to work on, what I need to do? How was your off season like to head
Okay,
to
so
sophomore?
my off season after freshman year, I decided in my head that since I'm going to be playing D line and not linebacker, I needed to get a little bigger, get a little stronger, add on some weight, add on some muscle, so I don't be down there getting bullied up, because next year it wasn't freshman ball, JV ball no more. It was big time varsity where the
Right.
game is sped up. Everybody's bigger than you, everybody's stronger than you. So I made the decision, to get bigger and stronger myself. So off season, it was a little bit of conditioning, but it was more bulking, getting bigger for the season to come. And then that's basically all what it was. I got in the lab, got strong, hit the weight room, did a couple footwork drills, keep my agility up and all that. But yeah, that's basically how my off season went.
So going to your sophomore year, I already got your freshman taste and doing that kind of stuff. How was sophomore year?
Okay, my sophomore year went great too. Uh, I got to start. I got to start in 4 games out of the 15 because of whatever circumstances or whatever. I practiced good those weeks, so coach put me in as a starter. And throughout the season, it went great. 14-0, beat Trinity
Right.
first game, beat Manu in the closest game I've ever played at Mill. It was about 1 point. I was on the sideline stressing during that field goal kick. I was stressed.
Right.
And everything else went great. Beat the privates twice. That went great. Yeah, everything about sophomore year besides the state championship went great,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Good. Yeah. Right. So that's 2 state championship games
Right.
that you played in. Doing your COVID's going down. COVID's here. How was that, man? How was working with the COVID, man? How was that? How did that affect everything, man?
Okay, so when COVID hit, I'm not gonna lie. When COVID hit, I was a straight gamer. Didn't do nothing else but get on the game,
What would you play?
chilling during COVID. Cause so at the time, my trainer that I was with, he couldn't train people because of COVID. So I was just sitting in the house, and then I didn't take the initiative on myself, which I regret. I didn't take the initiative myself to work out myself. So during COVID, I was just playing the game, eating. I got a little bigger, and then it just hit me hard. So it hit me hard.
Shizz, what game was you playing that got all your attention?
Uh, played a little bit of Call of Duty, played some 2K, some Rainbow Six Siege. I played a little bit of everything. Everything had my attention. And then we had a 2-month period where we was out of school and we didn't have to do no schoolwork, so I was just at home. Just every morning, first thing I do, brush my teeth, hop right on the game because I had nothing.
Oh my God!
He's nuts.
So
Nothing else to do, man.
as you going through the COVID season, football, y'all had football,
Mhm.
and how was that as far as the games and the practice?
Okay, so during COVID, when we was practicing and playing, everything felt off. It didn't feel right because I would go to practice, after a day of NTI instead of a regular school day, which I was used to because I've been doing it for 2 years.
Right.
So I would get off NTI and then go straight to practice and then practice during COVID, we couldn't be next to each other. We had to wear masks while we was on the sideline. So everybody, we just get done running sprints. You got to put your mask on so you breathing hard.
Mm.
And then we had to separate. At one point, the cases had rise so bad, we had to separate practice into 2 groups. So we would do we would practice by last name. So if your last name was A through L, you would practice early, and then M through Z, you would practice later. So that felt weird. I didn't get to see my teammates and the guys that I've been bonding and connecting with. So I'm practicing and then everything's just filling off.
Right.
So, and then like we got a couple games canceled because of COVID, and like everything just it was just off about that year. I'm not gonna lie to you, but we still made it to state. That's all. We still got to state. So I'm glad
Right.
that
Still got to stay. Still did what you had to do with that.
yes, sir.
So heading to your senior year, you 1-2 in the state finals. The class of 22 is supposed to be a special class. How was that off season like leading to your senior season?
Man, we was all locked in. All as soon as the state championship was over, we all text our group chat and we was like, we gotta bring this home. We gotta take it home. We a special class. We know what it takes. We've been there 3 years in a row. We're the most winningest class that's came through Mill. We gotta get it done. We gotta bring it home. That's all we was thinking about the whole off season. So everybody in the off season, everybody was getting ready. Everybody was getting locked in. So I'm glad we all came together and we all decided that we needed to get this state championship because we done lost 2 years straight and we not used to losing.
Right.
So
So the
during
first
that whole offseason.
check us out, Shizz. The first time you guys played Trinity your senior year. We already know what the motivation was, but shark in the water. How was that, man? Because it's almost was a blessing because sometimes, like when I played at Mel, we didn't play Trinity at all. We used to ask them to scrimmage us, and they would say no. You know what I'm saying? And this is when they was winning. They like, nah, we ain't gonna play y'all no scrimmage. So you guys is, sometimes they on schedule. They own it now more than ever. So you had that first chance, the time to get that exercise that demon, man. How was that?
So what's crazy is the first game that we played Trinity, I didn't even get to play because of contact tracing. Literally that Monday at practice, we was running sprints, and then Coach Mo came to me and he told me, "Shizz, you need to back up." And I'm like, okay, I'm thinking this because I'm tired or whatever, I'm breathing hard in COVID or whatever.
Right.
He was like, "Nah, Shizz, you need to back all the way up." So in my head, I'm like, I'm already knowing what it is because the girl that was in my class that got sick, she ended up going to get a COVID test and then she didn't come back to school the next day. So I already know what's going on. So in my head, I'm like, man.
How many games? How many games did you miss, Shizz?
Because of COVID, I ended up missing one, but due to some other circumstances, I had a physical problem going on, so I ended up missing a Butler game. Okay. And then my quad injury made me end up missing the playoff Fern Creek game.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. So your exercise of getting rid of the demons was this past Friday, pretty much. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, my chance. My last chance.
So how was that? Let's just say that. How was that, man? To get that out the system.
Man, the environment, man, it was electric, man. Coming into this game, like I was like, I was worried about beating them, of course, but I was worried about running up the score, how they did us. I was worried about getting revenge, getting our leg back. That's what I was worried about.
Right.
I wanted to win, of course, but I wanted to embarrass them like how they did us. That's because that was my number one motivation going into that game. I wanted to embarrass them.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard me when I interviewed Dom about the Saint X game. So you played the Saint X game.
Didn't get to play in that. I didn't get to play in that one either.
Oh. You know what? And this is why I brought this point up to Dom. Because like I said, after the game, a coach was like, on their sideline, like, man, we're gonna improve, but they're not. But I knew that was Salon's first game back. I don't know if Meach played, but it's a lot of currently you didn't play. So you getting so I know you ready.
Of course.
I know you.
In the first St. X game, it was a lot of factors that went into that. It was Salah's first game back.
Mm-hmm.
I started Bandit, Chad didn't play. I started free safety, Michi didn't play, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
We had a freshman corner out there starting. It was just a lot. It was a lot going into that game.
Wow.
But yeah, we still pulled it out.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
It's not a matter.
Yeah, y'all. You know what's so funny because you know a lot of people always talk about the offense and things like that. You know that's the first thing that catches your eyes, the offense, without a doubt. Well, not on this show with me. I used to play defense, so
Yeah.
to me, I'm looking at a defense, man, that I have not seen like this in probably since maybe Chris Pointer to them. So we're talking about I graduated in '92, so we're talking about '94ish type. Uh, Granted, the 18 class that people remember that was great, but when Chris Pointer and all them, they had all kinds of athletes all over the place, fast, big, and strong. You guys remind me so much of them, of Coach Redmond's team, and just so deep because several games you guys have been without people and y'all still been doing the thing. Now you guys are coming together, man. How does it feel that okay, yeah, our offense is legit, best in the state, but that defense is probably the best in the state too, man. So what do you think? What, am I like this blown out of proportion? What's up with your D, man? What do you think about the D?
You're not blowing it out of proportion. You correct. You know, so like when everybody got back together, I don't know, it was just like it was just like a clicking moment. Like as soon as everybody's back and healthy, it's like it motivates you. It gives you like it gets you excited because your brothers can finally play next to you. So I think that's what went into it. So like we would all get excited because our brothers like back with us. So
Right,
once they got big back with us, they gave us some motivation. And once we get out there, you can see it. You can see the finished product.
right.
Hard week of practice, and your brothers is back to you. It's a lot. It was a lot going into that. But throughout the year, and then throughout the years, we had leaders leading us and telling us how to do things and how to prepare for teams. And we got a great coach and Coach Wolf and Coach Porter, so they would get us prepared to the fullest and to the best. So I think that's what it was.
That's good stuff, man. That's big time. Let me ask you this: What, as your career at Male, who has had the best offensive line unit that you have faced?
I think it was definitely my freshman year. It was definitely my freshman year because they had it was my it was my freshman and sophomore year because the same O line return. We only had one senior graduate, so the same whole O line return. So I really couldn't pick a best class because they was both good. But if I had to choose the best O lineman that I
No,
went
no, no.
against, I would choose
That you faced as far as not Male,
Yeah.
other teams.
other team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, I would say definitely class of 20 Trinity. When we went to the state championship my sophomore year, the first game they wasn't. I don't know what happened, but the first game they wasn't like that. State championship, I don't know. I guess they was motivated because they wanted their leg back, and they came out. They came out fighting. They came out battling. So I believe that's the best O line that I played against. Definitely.
That's good stuff. But hey, you hit it, man, and I love giving kudos to on because a lot of times, uh, especially being a male, a lot of times my hardest things was practice. It wasn't even games. It was the people I was facing against. So I'll let you finish that. Which, as your time at male, was it your freshman year or your sophomore year class?
If I had to choose between those two, I would say my freshman year because that's before Chris Malala lost all that weight. He
Okay.
was like 450 pounds, and I had to go against him every day. So
Woo,
I would definitely say my freshman class.
woo. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
big boy, and he was moving. He can move with that 450. He can make that 450 move. So yeah,
Oh
that was
my
it.
God. Hey, you ain't lying, man. How tall was he?
I'll say maybe about like 5'11", 6 foot, maybe
Okay.
around there. Yeah,
Ooh,
so he
boy,
was big,
that's
stocky.
that's an ice box.
Hmm.
That's an ice box right there.
Nice.
All right. So let me ask you the same thing like I asked Dom, man. What does the male high
Brotherhood.
brotherhood means to you, man?
Man, it means a lot beyond football. You know, we all brothers on the field, but off the field, we also brothers too. We treat each other like family. You know, like my brother Nick Shuddy right now, he's going through a tough time. We all wrapping our arms around him. You know, making sure he's good, checking up on him. You know, we all it's a tough time for him. So we all come together, man. This brotherhood is crazy. You know, you would think it would just be on the field because you know, but it's not only on the field, it's off the field too. And that's why I feel like our bond and our connection on the field, it shows what we do off the field too, because you know
Right.
it's special, man. It's special.
Right. And I'm gonna tell you, man, as an alumni, man, it only gets stronger, bro. It only gets stronger, man. I mean, when you're a part of the Bulldog family, you're not just a part of the Bulldog family. The 4 years you there, you're part of the history of Mel.
Mhm.
What advice would you give the young ones coming up, bro? What advice you give the next Shizz is coming up through, but maybe not have been successful as you? Maybe it's hey man, I don't play. I need to get out there. I know I'm better than some of these cats and all this stuff, and maybe I need to leave. What advice would you give to them?
I would give the advice I would give him, man. Work hard, and not work hard in the games, work hard in practice. You know, I had some rough times doing that, so that would be my advice. Take practice serious. Take practice more serious than you would take the game. And you know, of course, in the game you got to ball out, but my advice, my special piece of advice to them would be work hard in practice. Take practice serious because that's not going to do nothing to get you better, man. That's
Right.
all it's going to do.
That's real. That's real talk, man.
Yeah.
That's real talk. Have you ever? Hey, let me ask you this, man, because I know sometimes they kind of dibble and dabble and stuff like that, man. Have you ever thought about? Have they ever said, "Shit, come on, be a fullback over her"?
Nah, sophomore. Okay. So my sophomore year, they tried to get me to play tight end against Trinity the first game, and I was like, hold on. I know y'all don't want me catch. I know y'all don't want me catching that ball, man. 'Cause, man, I ain't caught the ball in 2 years. I would have been nervous out my mind. But my sophomore year, they tried to get me to play tight end, so I was practicing tight end for 2 weeks.
Wow.
And my junior year, I didn't play nothing like skill position, but I ended up playing like a little bit of O line too because
Right.
they needed a little bit of help. So of course, me being a team player, you know, I
Right.
took the initiative to take up on that offer, and of course, you know, we got it done.
Right.
So I ended up playing a little bit of right guard and left guard.
Right. Let me ask you: did you is it one play so far? Like it could be two plays. What play or plays in your career so far has stood out to you? A play that you made.
You want just one play?
One or two. You can do whatever.
Okay. I'm gonna give you two.
Okay.
Okay, so this year against Fern Creek, the first game, it was my first game back, you know, because of the situation I told y'all about. So it was my first game back, and my quad was like wasn't injured, but it was hurting. So you know, I was battling through that throughout the practice week. But against Fern Creek, you know, I went out there first play of defense, went out there and made a sack, man. So I was you know, I was hype after that. You know, I was excited. I got the whole team excited. I saw Saline jumping behind me. I saw Noah getting on. Like, yeah, man, we turning up. And yeah, and then the second play, if I had to choose it, I would say, man, I don't know, because my sophomore year, I had like 9 sacks sophomore year. So my sophomore, okay, I'm gonna choose the best sack I think I had my sophomore year against Trinity. The first game I got it in. It was either the second or third play because I remember it was third down. So I ended up getting in. Coach Clark subbed out. I think it was Chaz Webster. He ended up subbing him out and then put me in at D tackle. So I'm going against you know, one of their best linemen, number 52.
Right.
And then I ended up going against him and I pressed him out. And then I threw him and I saw him hit the ground. And I jumped over him. And then I chased down number 10, their quarterback, chased him down, dove at his legs, and gator rolled, man. That sack really had me. And that was my first sack of the season. So, like, I didn't know how to react because varsity and JV reaction is different. You don't got that big, them
Right.
10,000 people crowds staring at you, man. I made a play in front of 10,000 people as a sophomore, so
That's
I'm
good stuff.
hyped. I'm yelling, screaming, almost lost all my energy from yelling, and I still got a whole nother play to do. So yeah, that's what I believe my best two plays was, those two.
Let me ask you this, Shizz. How does it feel to be playing football and has been playing football with your brother? Sharing these
Man,
moments, sharing these moments with him.
it's special. It's definitely special. Not a lot of people get to experience that. My brother, when I click, my brother click. So when he make a play, I'm ready to make a play. When I make a play, he's ready to lock up the whole secondary. He's ready to shut everything down. So like that experience, and then playing with him throughout Little League, obviously built our bond. We know how to play. We know each other play like the back of our hands. Like
Right.
we know how everything goes. So playing with my brother, man, it's like it's special. It's definitely special. I wish everybody could experience that, because not everybody gets to do that. So, and him being under my wing, but him growing, I love to see him grow. But him being under my wing too, like me showing him the ropes around Mill, that was a special moment, man. I loved it.
That's good stuff right there. Answer the question.
Big dog, when did you find out that you was that dog? I'm good. I can play this game. I'm better
Okay,
than whoever's in front of me.
okay. The moment I found out I was that big dog. My freshman year JV game against Ballard. I would say that, because I'm thinking in my head, JV means the tools on varsity. So everybody's gonna be bigger than me. Everybody's gonna be stronger than me. Everybody's gonna try to bully me. So first game against Ballard JV game. I don't know who their line was, but I ended up going against a double team, and I split a double team. The running back tried to block me. I threw the running back out my way and made a sack on the quarterback, man. My freshman year, first JV game. I'm like, oh man, this is easy. This is easier than freshman. So when that happened, I realized, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be better than everybody that's standing in front of me.
Yes, sir.
Nothing
Nothing wrong with it.
So, how's recruiting going for you, Shizz?
It's going good. Right now, I got 4 offers. I got them from Mount St. Joseph University, Wilmington, Union, and Kentucky Christian University. But right now, I don't know if I want to leak my number one out there right now. But
You ain't gotta do it.
Don't do that. Hey, anytime you want to do that, you welcome to come back on the show and say that. We don't care about that. But right now, no, we don't want you to do that right now. That's a special moment. We don't. Right now, we just chatting, man, getting everybody to know you like that. But so don't do that,
Nah, don't do that, big
We
dog.
got big dog. Hold on, because the thing about it is, get ready to pick up, man.
Yeah.
You guys take care of this
Stay
game.
tuned. Yes, sir.
Everybody's eating.
Mhm.
Like I put down, hashtag big dogs eat. Hashtag big dog eat is like, y'all win this state, everybody's gonna eat.
Yes, sir.
So y'all ain't gotta worry about all that. You know what I'm saying? That's without a doubt. But let me ask you this. Why, if I'm recruiting you, why should I take Shizz?
I believe why you should take a chance on me, man, because I'm a dog, man. I bring that dog mentality to the game. I'm going, and then I'm a team player as well. So whatever you need me to do, I'm ready to do it. And then, like, I love to see my brother shine. So anytime my brothers make a play, anytime anything happens good for my brothers, I'm the first one there ready to celebrate. First one there ready to jump with them. First one there ready to tap them on their helmet. And then I'm a leader as well. So I'm gonna tell you what you did wrong, and I'm gonna tell you how to fix it, instead of getting on you and telling you doing it wrong. So I believe that's why you should take a chance on me, man, because I bring a whole different style to the game. I don't play how everybody else plays. I play how I believe the game should be played. But of course, I follow my coach's rules, but I play the game how I believe it should be played.
I love that. All right, check this out. We give everybody a chance to thank everybody, thank family, friends, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Definitely do that. But before you do that, let me give a shout out to your pops. What's up? How you doing? What's going on? Shizz is in the building. In the building. Go ahead, man.
Good. All right, man. I want to shout out to my father. Of course, he been coaching me, training me since I was 5 years old, man. So that's the biggest shout out I want to give. I want to give a shout out to my pops. I want to give a shout out to my teammates. I want to give a shout out to my mama. Always been there supporting me. I want to give a shout out to my family. Shout out to my Bulldog family. You know, the ones that feed me every Friday. I want to give a shout out to them. You know, I just want to give a shout out to everybody that's been there for me, everybody that support me. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all.
And
Yes,
like Shizz says, man, we would be Mark and Will show without saying, man, rest in peace, Brian Shuddy.
Absolutely.
Rest in peace, Coach Brian. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thinking about it, the first time I met him was when he was coaching at JTTMS. But we're doing a documentary on Mail this year, but the history of Mail. So not just this class, but the history of it. And one of the most emotional interviews that we have had was with Coach Brian. Travis and I, but with Coach Brian talking to him. We talked to him for about 20, 25 minutes or so. And when we wrapped up the interview and thanked the Shuddies, Nick's mom and dad, I turned to Travis and I said, we could talk to Coach for about another hour. It was very impactful. So rest in peace.
Yeah, he can talk.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Nick, everybody got your back. We know you. We know your current family, your alumni family, the Bulldog Nation. Everybody is behind you, and behind all of you guys. So, hey, man, only thing I got to tell you, man, before we wrap this up, man, bring home another state championship.
Bring it home.
We got you. We got you.
Hey,
sure.
Hey,
for sure.
See you up on Saturday, man. Good luck, brother.
Yes, sir. See y'all. Man.
Right.
Hey, make sure y'all get some good pictures, man. I can't go out my last game without.
Got you.
I need y'all flicking up.
Got you. Hey, hey, Shizz, I'm gonna bring the crew, and we got the numbers, and we get ready to rock and roll with y'all on your last game, brother.
Yes, sir.
Holla at you.
Good luck.
All right, man. See y'all later. See y'all Saturday, man.
Yes, sir. Right. These Bulldogs are something special.
Oh, man. Before we wrap up, like I said, let me get on here. Great interview, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, man. We bringing it to you guys.
Absolutely.
We'll bring it to you next week, and then we'll go back to the next to our original PRP and stuff like that. Yeah. But some specials going on, and we definitely going to cover all of that. And like we said, man, rest in peace, Brian Shuddy, Coach Shuddy, Nick. Good luck, brother. Hey, everybody know how that is, man, and God bless the Bulldog family. And thank you guys for tuning in and watching us. Make sure tomorrow we're going to update everything rock and roll, U of L sports.
Absolutely.
But the legacy has been rocking and rolling like always.
And was a good one today.
All right, brother.
Y'all be safe.
God bless.
Wednesday night, tuned in to this legacy. Mark and Will locked in on this legacy. Mel and PRP's in on this legacy. Let's go. What you know about this legacy? Wednesday night, tuned in to this legacy. Mark and Will locked in on this legacy. Get your popcorn, I know you need this medicine. Let's go.